Prepare for a financial revolution as XRP is on a meteoric rise that could see it hit $1,650 to $2,900 by the end of 2024. This isn't just hyperbolic rhetoric, it's based on an important breakthrough, the impending release of an ETF for XRP. Imagine this: BlackRock, the financial behemoth that launched a profitable Bitcoin ETF, is applying its knowledge to XRP. Their track record is impressive as almost all of their ETF proposals have been approved. The entry of BlackRock into XRP is revolutionary. There's more though. BlackRock isn't the only band making waves. Grayscale is entering the market as well. They have included XRP in their cryptocurrency portfolio in addition to proposing an XRP ETF. This demonstrates the increasing power of XRP and Ripple Labs in the field of global transactions. Greetings, Moneyside family. Welcome once more to your one-stop shop for anything XRP. Let's briefly catch up before getting into the main topic of today's article. I need you to do me a little favor. Click like, subscribe, and ring that bell to become a part of our incredible community. Here's a small heads up as well. We're getting ready for a massive XRP giveaway as we get closer to 60,000 subscribers. It's easy to participate in the giveaway. Just take 3 easy steps. Thus, be sure to be attentive and prepared. Additionally, to guarantee your place in the giveaway, remember to include the hashtag Moneyside in the comments. Let's explore what's new today in the fascinating world of XRP. After examining the facts in greater detail, it becomes evident that BlackRock has an almost perfect reputation when it comes to ETF approvals. Being the world leader in asset management, BlackRock's foray into Web 3.0 and cryptocurrencies marks a significant change in how the conventional financial industry views virtual currencies. Their almost flawless approval record for ETFs is evidence of their unparalleled proficiency in managing the financial market. Recall that BlackRock has an outstanding 99.8% ETF approval rate, making them a powerful force in the ETF market. Here it's important to see the big picture. Not only have big financial firms like JP Morgan and BlackRock been interested in XRP, but they have also been actively hoarding it. These titans have reportedly invested more than 7.5% of their entire wealth in XRP, according to reports in a leaked document. A recent, carefully researched piece even suggested that BlackRock would completely switch its emphasis from Bitcoin to XRP, indicating a big change in their approach to investing. This action suggests that interest in XRP is on the rise, which increases the likelihood that BlackRock will support an XRP ETF. This is where it becomes even more fascinating, though. The existence of an XRP ETP is a recent development in the XRP story. Although its inventor is still unknown, this ETP's existence is a crucial first step toward an ETF. Although the XRP ETP has reportedly been launched, it is now in the pre-release stage, valued at 0, and is expected to be unveiled any moment. There's more. There are rumors that an XRP ETF will emerge concurrently with the ETP, coinciding with the ETF's debut. In addition to being logical, this concurrent release highlights the ETF's quick development, possibly coming just weeks after the debut of a Bitcoin ETF. The potential for XRP is enormous when we examine this, particularly in light of Bitcoin's rise to $43,000 even prior to the debut of its ETF. We are discussing the potential for XRP's value to skyrocket to $1,650 or perhaps $2,500 if its ETF is released to the market. Alright, pay attention, because this isn't as crazy as it may seem. Since the XRP ETP has already gone live, an XRP ETF will follow in a matter of weeks. Many people are unaware that Fidelity, a financial giant, has formally launched the exchange-traded instrument for XRP. This results in a quick transition to the introduction of an XRP ETF, expected to be approved in the near future by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Actually, we only talked about a recently released piece yesterday. It disclosed that an XRP ETF might be on the horizon, according to a research that was released by none other than BlackRock. This leak suggested that XRP would soon be filed as an ETF. An announcement by a leading BlackRock analyst announcing the creation of a BlackRock ETF just for XRP added to the enthusiasm. Even farther, they made reference to the XRP trust in connection with an ETF application. I checked this myself after being dubious at first, and sure enough, it's on the Delaware list of corporations page. This trend is revolutionary and demonstrates how near we are to witnessing a profound change in the market presence of XRP, which could resemble or even outpace the changes observed in the Bitcoin ETF. The crypto industry has seen a major advance that has been clarified by recent study. JP Morgan and BlackRock have each purchased more than 7.5 million XRP, an obvious sign of institutional interest in cryptocurrencies. In addition to hoarding XRP, BlackRock is spearheading the movement by utilizing the XRP ledger in their business processes, and most significantly by advancing the public launch of an XRP ETF. There is a very strong chance that the XRP ETF will be approved, especially considering BlackRock's nearly faultless record of ETF approvals. It is impossible to overestimate the influence of an XRP ETF on its value. For this reason, a $9,831 target price for XRP. Despite its ambitious appearance, it begins to make sense when you take into account all the important developments that are planned. When you consider the enormous sums involved, XRP is positioned to play a significant role in managing international debt transfers. With the ISDA as the main driver, we're talking about $1.80 to $1.3 quadrillion that might move via the XRP ledger. In addition, the participation of Saudi Arabia and the other BRICS countries, the Republic of Palau is creating its central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger, and all of them are incorporating the XRP ledger into their systems. This scenario logically suggests a soaring value per XRP currency because it presents a classic case of high volume, high demand, and limited availability. This is a topic that has been very popular recently. Some people believe that my optimism regarding XRP is merely a fantasy. Well, perhaps they're right. Here's what I say though, I am fully committed to accepting this hopium. I'm going to wrap it up into a huge one, taking a deep inhale and igniting it. It's some strong stuff. I firmly think that there is hope. It's a lifeline, particularly when you're struggling and trying to hold on. It's quite acceptable if you don't believe in hope and consider it to be wishful thinking. However, that doesn't seem like a way to support one another. My motto is that any less is akin to throwing tokens into a void, and that's not our purpose. Our goal is to remain optimistic. Speaking of optimism, I'm enjoying all of your stimulating discussions and thought-provoking opinions. The brain is truly stimulated by it. Regarding institutions and XRP, an intriguing point was brought up. They are not need to purchase XRP. Leasing is another choice. Well, that's a worthwhile notion, isn't it? So I had an interesting thought. Why would only individual investors purchase XRP? I investigated this further and even questioned ChatGPT regarding the SWIFT system's daily transaction volume. Over $7 trillion was the startling response. Additionally, keep in mind that this only includes foreign trade. The derivatives market, which is worth quadrillions, is not included. Not NFTs, tokenized assets like real estate, or smart contracts. Now consider how XRP might be involved in each of these domains, but let's focus only on international trade, which is where SWIFT functions. Let's conjecture what may happen if XRP, which has 1,700 connections, yes, Ripple and XRP have set a high bar here, had to handle only $3 trillion of that $7 trillion every day. If we were to reduce it in half, that would imply that $3 trillion must be maintained within the system on that day. It is obvious that the value of XRP will increase, because this scenario has the ability to propel the token's value to over $1.50. It makes sense to believe that some of these links will invest in XRP given its wide network. As we mentioned before, even if institutions decide to lease instead of purchase, once the system is operational, values may climb above $1.50, particularly if XRP controls even half of this market. We're talking about much over $100 per token if it includes all bank transfers. Thus pause, unwind with this idea, perhaps while sipping an adult beverage. Take a moment to consider the possibilities of this hopium vision. We live in an exciting world with a plethora of amazing opportunities. Please keep in mind that I do not hold a financial advisor license. These videos' content is solely intended for viewing enjoyment. Before making any financial decisions, I always advise viewers to do their own research and speak with experts. Many thanks for listening. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Additionally, to be the first to know when I post new stuff, make sure you enable the alerts. I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Be careful.